Have you ever taken a handful of vitamins in the morning, only to feel off for the rest of the day? Maybe it's a strange headache, an upset stomach, or a wave of fatigue that doesn't quite make sense. Many older adults are careful about what they eat, how much they move, and even the medications they take. But when it comes to vitamins, there's a common assumption: more must be better. Especially after 60, when your doctor, your neighbor, and every health article seems to be recommending another supplement. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Certain vitamin combinations can quietly work against your health. Not because the vitamins themselves are bad, but because when taken together, they interfere with how your body absorbs or processes them. It's something we don't hear about enough. Most vitamin bottles don't come with warnings about pairings, and even some well-meaning supplement routines can unknowingly cancel each other out, or worse, increase the risk of side effects. And for those of us over 60, our bodies are changing. Nutrient absorption slows down. Our kidneys and liver may not filter things quite like they used to. What worked in our 40s might not work the same way today. That's why being smart about combinations is just as important as the vitamins you choose in the first place. If you're interested in staying strong and healthy after 60, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We talk about the things that matter, without the fluff or the fads. Now, back to the issue at hand. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Take calcium and magnesium, for example, both essential for bone health, muscle function, and even sleep. But when taken at the same time in high doses, they can compete for absorption in your gut. Instead of helping, they might actually end up doing less for you than you expect. And in some cases, that imbalance can show up as cramps, digestive upset, or more subtle signs you might overlook. Another one? Vitamin E and blood-thinning medications like aspirin or warfarin. Many people take vitamin E for heart health or skin aging, but in larger doses, it can thin the blood too much, increasing the risk of bruising or internal bleeding, especially if you're already on a prescription. You see, it's not just about what you're taking, it's about what you're taking together and when. Coming up, we'll explore how common pairings like iron and calcium, vitamin D and magnesium, and even herbal supplements like ginkgo can quietly impact your body in ways you may not expect. Because the goal isn't to scare you, it's to give you the tools to stay informed and feel confident about every decision you make for your health. Let's take a closer look at one of the most common, but surprisingly tricky combinations: iron and calcium. Both of these are vital nutrients. Iron helps carry oxygen through your blood, and calcium is crucial for keeping your bones strong. But here's where it gets complicated. When you take calcium and iron at the same time, they compete for absorption in your digestive system, and calcium usually wins. This matters more than most people realize, especially after 60. Many older adults are prescribed calcium to protect their bones, and some are also advised to take iron for anemia or low energy. But if you're taking both in the same sitting, say with your breakfast or at bedtime, your body might not be getting the full benefit from either. So what happens? You may end up feeling fatigued even though you're taking iron, or your doctor might increase your iron dose, not realizing the calcium is blocking it. Over time, this can lead to frustrating cycles of poor results, more pills, and no clear improvement. Spacing them out, just a few hours apart, can make all the difference. That's a small shift that can have a big impact on your energy levels, especially if you're already feeling drained or sluggish during the day. Now let's talk about another combo that often flies under the radar: vitamin D and magnesium. These two actually work together in the body, but only when they're balanced. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, and magnesium supports the enzymes that activate vitamin D. But here's the thing. If you're low on magnesium, taking high doses of vitamin D can cause problems. It might lead to muscle cramps, anxiety, or even heart palpitations in some people. And since magnesium levels tend to decline with age, often due to medications, stress, or just modern diets, many older adults are unknowingly running low. This is why some people say they feel worse after starting vitamin D. It's not that the vitamin is bad, it's that their body doesn't have enough magnesium to use it properly. So instead of helping with mood or bone health, it can create strange side effects. Have you ever noticed a difference when changing your supplement timing? Maybe a shift in how you sleep, feel, or even digest food? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've experienced. When it comes to your health after 60, small adjustments can make a powerful difference. Not every reaction is immediate. Some effects are quiet, building up over time until one day you realize something just feels off. That's why understanding how vitamins interact is so important. It's not about fear, it's about giving your body a better chance to actually use what you're giving it. Next, we'll explore how certain herbal supplements, like ginkgo biloba and St. John's wort, can create risks when paired with common vitamins or medications. These are natural, yes, but that doesn't mean they're always safe when mixed. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: herbal supplements. They seem gentle, natural, harmless, but don't let that fool you. Some of the most common herbal products, like ginkgo biloba, St. John's wort, or even garlic capsules, can have powerful effects on the body. And when mixed with certain vitamins or medications, they can cause reactions you wouldn't expect. Take ginkgo biloba, for instance. It's often used to support memory and blood circulation. Many older adults take it hoping to stay mentally sharp, but ginkgo also acts as a blood thinner. If you're already taking vitamin E, fish oil, or aspirin, adding ginkgo could thin your blood too much. That can lead to nosebleeds, easy bruising, or, more seriously, internal bleeding. You may not notice the effects right away, but if you bruise easily or feel lightheaded and you're taking multiple supplements for brain or heart health, it's worth taking a closer look. Now let's look at St. John's wort. It's commonly taken for mood support, especially by those dealing with mild anxiety or low mood. But this herb is known for how aggressively it interferes with other substances. It speeds up how your liver breaks things down. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're taking St. John's wort alongside vitamins like B12 or folate, or even medications like blood pressure pills, cholesterol meds, or antidepressants, it could reduce how effective those nutrients and drugs are. Your body might clear them out too quickly, leaving you with less benefit than you think you're getting. And here's another common one: garlic supplements. Garlic can support heart health and blood pressure, but it too can thin the blood. Combine that with vitamin E or omega-3s, and the result can be similar to ginkgo: too much thinning, especially before surgery or after a fall. These interactions aren't meant to scare you, but they are a reminder that natural doesn't always mean safe in every situation. After 60, your body is more sensitive to subtle shifts. What once felt fine might now cause changes in energy, digestion, or mood. That's why tracking how you feel, and when you take certain things, can be so valuable. A simple journal or supplement log can help you spot patterns. Maybe your heart races after your morning routine, or you feel dizzy after lunch. That might not be aging. It could be an interaction you didn't know was happening. Coming up next, we'll look at another overlooked combination: vitamin C and copper, and how high doses of one can deplete the other. It's a balancing act most people never hear about, but it could be quietly affecting your immune health and energy. Now let's explore a lesser-known but surprisingly important combination: vitamin C and copper. Vitamin C is often the go-to supplement, especially during cold and flu season. It's praised for immune support, collagen production, and its antioxidant benefits. But here's what most people don't know. When taken in high doses, vitamin C can actually interfere with your body's ability to absorb and retain copper. Copper might not be the first mineral that comes to mind, but it plays a quiet, essential role, especially in older adults. It helps with iron metabolism, supports healthy blood vessels, and even assists in keeping your immune system balanced. And as we age, our ability to absorb copper can naturally decline. So what happens when someone takes large amounts of vitamin C every day, say 1,000 milligrams or more, but isn't getting enough copper through food or supplements? The vitamin C can lower copper levels over time, and if that deficiency builds up, it can lead to fatigue, brittle bones, and even a weakened immune response. You might think your immune system is getting stronger with all that vitamin C, but your body could actually be struggling behind the scenes. This kind of imbalance is especially common in seniors who are trying to be proactive about their health. The intention is good, but without the full picture, it's easy to tip the scale too far in one direction, and it doesn't stop with just vitamin C and copper. There's another subtle conflict between zinc and iron. Both are essential minerals, often taken to support the immune system and energy. But when taken in large amounts at the same time, they can block each other from being absorbed properly. And that's the key theme here: balance. Your body is incredibly smart, but it works best when nutrients are in harmony, not fighting for attention. After 60, your absorption patterns shift, your digestive system slows, and small imbalances that didn't matter decades ago can start to show up as nagging fatigue, poor wound healing, or brain fog that's hard to shake. So what can you do? Start by simplifying. Take a moment to look at your supplement routine. Are you taking several things all at once without knowing how they interact? Are there certain nutrients, like copper, magnesium, or B vitamins, that might be missing? It's not about cutting everything out. It's about making sure each supplement is working with your body, not against it. In our final section, we'll talk about one more group that often gets overlooked: fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These are stored in the body, which sounds helpful, but too much of the wrong combo can quietly lead to toxicity over time, and after 60, your margin for error gets a little smaller. Let's take a closer look at why that matters and how you can protect yourself moving forward. Let's wrap up with something that doesn't get talked about nearly enough: fat-soluble vitamins, specifically vitamins A, D, E, and K. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, which your body flushes out regularly, fat-soluble vitamins are stored. That means every dose builds up over time, especially in the liver and fatty tissues. And while these vitamins are essential for things like bone health, vision, blood clotting, and immune support, too much can quietly lead to trouble. This is particularly important after 60. Our metabolism slows. Liver function can gradually decline, and if you're taking daily supplements that include several of these fat-soluble vitamins, on top of what's already in your multivitamin and fortified foods, you might be closer to excess than you think. Let's take vitamin D. It's one of the most common supplements out there, often recommended for bone health and mood. But when paired with high doses of vitamin A or E, the body can become overwhelmed. These vitamins compete for absorption and storage, and that competition can throw your internal balance off. Too much vitamin A over time can lead to symptoms like headaches, dry skin, joint pain, and in more serious cases, even liver strain or bone loss. It sounds ironic, taking something for your bones only to weaken them with chronic overdose. Vitamin E is another one to watch. It's an antioxidant, great for heart health and skin aging. But as we've touched on, when combined with blood thinners or other fat-soluble vitamins, it can increase the risk of bleeding. And again, your body doesn't easily get rid of the excess. It builds up. And then there's vitamin K. It helps with blood clotting and bone metabolism. But high doses of vitamin E can interfere with how vitamin K works. That's especially risky if you're taking medications like warfarin, where even small nutrient imbalances can have big consequences. So what does this mean for you? It means taking a moment to rethink the more is better approach, especially when it comes to supplements that stick around in the body. The goal isn't to stop taking vitamins, but to take them more wisely. Consider spacing out certain nutrients, review your labels, and when possible, talk to a pharmacist or a nutrition-minded doctor who understands how these combinations can affect seniors. The good news? Once you simplify and tailor your supplement plan, you may start to feel better with less bloating, less fatigue, less confusion about what's actually helping and what's not. Because your body wants balance, not overload. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe and check out the next video for more tips to protect your health after 60. We'll continue exploring the little things that make a big difference, without overwhelm, and always with your long-term well-being in mind.